Let's talk about donuts, Pete, in
Yeah, let's.
particular NUT, which would be Krispy Kreme. And what did Krispy Kreme do? Is it that they increased their dividend, Pete, to 3.5 cents? No, that doesn't cause the stock to go up by, oh, I don't know, 30+% in a day. No, the big news, of course, and it's up 31% right now. The big news is that Krispy Kreme has partnered with McDonald's and they're going to be delivering Krispy Kreme donuts to McDonald's. Well, how many donuts can they deliver? I don't think they can deliver enough, quite frankly. French fries are the top selling item at McDonald's, and they do 3.2 billion pounds per year of potatoes, 9 million pounds of French fries a day. So you can imagine something like a donut being available from Krispy Kreme at McDonald's. That's why the stock's up 30%.
I think what's happening is the folks at McDonald's looked around and said, hey, look, we're not getting America fat enough already. Let's start pumping them with donuts. I mean, we've already got them going with the fries and the burgers. So what the hell? Why not? Let's throw in these donuts. And by the way, when you're all done with that, maybe you go down to Viking Therapeutic and you figure something out. But anyway, John, I think it's really interesting to see what's going on. The volume is absolutely outrageous. You talked about it being up as much as 30%, hit 52-week highs, got over $16 a share. I mean, just about everything going in the right direction, except for those that are short. And there are some very, very large shorts. 8 to 10% of what we're seeing out of Krispy Kreme donut is short. So there's a lot to be pushed here. Is this going to be just a breakfast item? Is this something that's an all-day type of a thing? But I think McDonald's is doing the right thing, quite honestly, John, because when you look across and you see what they are, who their audience is, and what they're trying to get done, I think that this could be an all-day type thing, a late-night thing. All those kind of factors, I think, could play into this. And to your point, when you look at what they're doing, the way this whole thing is, the architecture of this whole thing is amazing because McDonald's really has very little risk. It's just a matter of taking it in and putting it out, and a lot less headaches in terms of what they've got to do. So I like what we're seeing here for McDonald's a lot. I also like it, of course, for Krispy Kreme. It's why it's popped the way it is. 17 million, John, options in the first 2 hours. 800,000 is the average. I'd say that a lot of people are taking note of this and paying attention to what's going on.
And you should pay attention to what Pete said too, folks, because McDonald's isn't having to do a lot to get a lot of revenue and a lot more foot traffic. I mean, it's the closest thing to having a food giveaway because, you know, anything that brings people in more often to any fast food is something that they would all consider. And McDonald's, this is a home run for them. I mentioned how many fries per day. This could even overtake French fries.
Wow.
Honestly, it could. But I think the thing that we also want to pay attention to is I had a very smart doctor reach out to me, Pete, with Ozempic. And he was saying, John, I want you to put together an ETF for Ozempic. I said, I'd be happy to, but you know, it's kind of already playing out. And he said, yeah, but there'll be winners and losers. And I said, I agree. So who are the winners? Who are the losers? And he was saying, well, you got things like Stryker that does artificial hips and knees and all that. If people are getting lighter weight, maybe they're not going to do so many of those. And I said, you know, Doc, you're a smart guy. But how long do we stay short in that one? What do you mean? And I said, once they lose the weight and they're living longer, don't they need them again? Because you're living longer and your bones are breaking down? I didn't think of that. I said, well, and who's going to be the negative also? Well, you know, McDonald's and all these, you know, Frito-Lays and Pepsi. And I said, so you really think that something that costs $1,000 a week, that's the guy or gal that's shopping at McDonald's or shopping at Krispy Kreme? Do you really? Because I don't think so. Even if you're on the best insurance and you're only paying $50 a week, that's $50 a week that these guys don't have, or they wouldn't be eating at McDonald's or Krispy Kreme every day. Now, that's not me saying people are stupid that do that. You know, we all have this reward thing in our head, Pete, and we all want dopamine and all the other things, and we give ourselves little rewards from time to time. But man, I don't think the world's going to all of a sudden be a bunch of 6 foot tall, 170-pound people. I think there's still going to be plenty of 300 and 400 pounders out there that are going to be hitting the McDonald's and Krispy Kreme pretty hard. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. You can bet against me. Go ahead. Just like Dana White said, bet against me.